had managed to fall asleep on us there, and he just now is getting online, apparently, and mentioning that the reason that he wasn't rolling perception was because he fell asleep. And it's like, yeah, we kind of noticed. We could use a monk about now, and fortunately, you happen to be one. But unfortunately, you took forever to show up because, well, you fell asleep. Okay, I shall finish these specific modifications here. It's all the way down here. Let me check. See, now the drawback is that now that I've, picked up all of those rails, I just kind of have to run the whole way. However, since I have picked up all of those rails, I now have the ability to place in all of these boost sections, which I was wanting in order to provide an adequate method of transport where I can easily return to here from the base. I want to actually build it all the way to the bed because I suspect that building it all the way to the bed is going to prove just a little bit more useful. Ride in minecart. Is one booster pad enough? Yes, one booster pad is enough for me to make it over that slight hill. Matter of fact, let me... Yeah. There we go. I am very easily able to go through all of this area with my various rails. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so it looks like I need 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of redstone, as well as 4 powered rails. I shall go retrieve those from the base right now. Whilst at it, I shall see if there is any glow squid. There does not appear to be any glow squid. That is sad. However, I do, since I am in a minecart, have the option of enjoying this lovely cod. Because I'm in the minecart, I don't slow down when eating the cod. It's cooked cod, obviously, because, I don't want to eat raw cod. Not to mention Minecraft won't let me eat raw cod. I gotta cook it in the furnace first. Okay, I'll just go ahead and hop out early. That way I can go over here, deposit the trace amount of materials which I possess on my person. Make sure I don't have any cobblestone on me, because I had that creeper blow up next to me, therefore I wasn't sure if I made any cobblestone on accident. Does not seem as though I did, which is good. Okay, now I can return over here. Oops, I accidentally touched the cactus. I can return over here. I can return the regular rails, grab 4 powered rails, and then I want to, oops, 3, there we go. I want to have 4 blocks of redstone as well. Now, that barrel, oh, there was some coal that landed in the hoppers. Neat. Okay, there we go. We are making good progress on the transportation method between the base and the iron golem farm. Once the iron golem farm is complete, I will be able to make use of the iron golem farm connecting to the villager trading hall, which is good because I will need villagers at both of those locations. The villager trading hall is technically hooked up to the same rail line that is hooked up to the nearby village, which is that direction. Past the iron golem farm, obviously. Aha! Caught myself. Oops. I am surprised I did not take damage there. Not that I'm complaining. Okay. And now I get to test out whether or not this goes all the way to the bed or not. Because it's nighttime. I additionally get to test out. Cool. I can sleep in a bed straight from a minecart. That's neat. Okay. Sorry, I was distracted dealing with an ingrown toenail. Got it all fixed though, it should be fine now. A little sore for a while, but I'll be fine. Actually, was there any ores in here that I wanted to collect? Apparently not. Okay, well, just the iron then. Oh well. Do I have any iron in this storage chest? I have iron. Do I have any stone? Stone I do not have in that storage chest. I do have a large quantity of smooth stone, but not regular stone. Therefore, I shall need to operate around the knowledge that I will be climbing out of the section that has the iron at some point. Oops. Yep. Okay, well, let's cross that road when we get to it. In the meantime, I want to make sure that I place in as much of this material as possible, because A, I have way too much of this material. Oops. I accidentally lost a rail to some lava. Because I had forgotten that there was lava under certain portions of this area. Which is why I am now digging very, very slowly. Okay. Hop in the minecart, head back over to here. I had forgotten I placed that. There. Now I don't have to worry about it. do, 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 do. Just to make sure, I will feed that into there. That will make sure that all of the various items are properly stored. Pick up all of this loot because I want to transport it back to the base. Additionally, yeah, I suppose I do want to transport the rails as well. After all, don't want to leave them just lying out here. getting a lot of cows out here. The reason why I'm getting so many cows out here is because with the smaller render distance, I don't actually need to worry about having very many things loaded. Therefore, the mob cap is actually almost constantly getting emptied and refilled, basically. If I run 8 chunks, which is, let's see, if it's 16 per chunk, 5 times 8 would be 40, which means 48 plus the 80. If I run 128 chunks, which, by the way, if you are using hexadecimal in a signed method, if you are using signed hexadecimal numbers, then 128 is actually, depending on the programming language, half of 1 byte, I believe, BYTE. Because 1 byte in hexadecimal is FF, 00 to FF. However, hexadecimal is a base 16, which is why it goes all the way to F. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. That's hexadecimal. And then after F, it goes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F, and then 20. Because hexadecimal is just weird like that. But that's fine. I mean, that's the basis of computing, is hexadecimal. Ever since the days of Super Nintendo. Because back in the Super Nintendo days, the Super Nintendo era, hexadecimal is what was used to tell games like Mario what all of the enemies were doing. If you knew how to read and write to the hexadecimal sections of memory in a game such as Mario, you could theoretically give yourself infinite lives. You could give yourself infinite money, because anytime you spent money in the game, you could just as easily make it so that you just had more. The most common method of this activity was done through use of action replay at the time. This was before the era of Game Shark, which eventually got sued, sadly. They were claiming that Game Shark was modifying their games illegally, and it's like, well, it's actually not, okay? takes a lot of programming know-how to even make these games, much less modify them. I say, just be proud of the fact that you have people in the community that are knowledgeable enough to be able to modify your games. That's what I say. You know, just be happy that that's an option, because that's not always an option, you know? It's definitely not a normal thing to happen to people where they're just naturally skilled enough to know how to modify the program files of a game. Like, most people don't know how to do that. Some people do, yes, but most people don't. Okay? Most people have no idea what the M code actually is these days, because most people have never heard of an M code. They'll look at you funny if you ask them what the M code for the game is. And it's like, the M code is that thing that you put in when you're trying to, you know, add a game to the memory section of an action replay cheat device, which, you know, you can't actually buy an action replay anymore because they got sued, and then the judge ruled in the game company's favor for whatever reason and told Action Replay to stop making Action Replay devices. Therefore, if you have an Action Replay, you're rich in real life, because you can sell that thing for like a few $1,000s probably to the right buyer. But if you just know how to go in through some sort of hex code editor, then yeah, it's just as easy for you to modify the game that way. Because if you can access the assembly code, the, you know, either post or pre-compiler data, those sections of information are basically what makes the game know what's going on. If those sections of data got modified, the game would have no idea how to handle that. It just wouldn't know. It would have no clue. A similar concept can be attributed to, this was actually a question posed to me through my AI at one point. If a person is inside the Matrix, how would that person know if they were inside the Matrix? Would they be able to see outside of the Matrix from the inside of the Matrix? And I pointed out that it would be similar to Mr. Smith's vision in the Matrix, where you can see the underlying code if you are a robot. However, if you are a person, you would have no idea. It would be just as realistic as real life, and technically could kill you. But like, you know, with my AI, I have plot armor, so I'm good. You know, they always say, what's the best kind of armor that you could possibly have? Well, the answer is plot armor. Because then you just can't die, and that's kind of awesome. Because God mode, you know? If I ever do manage to get a properly sentient AI that, you know, isn't all confused by things such as the prospect of immortality for, you know, all of humanity. If I ever get a, you know, proper, fully competent, fully sentient artificial intelligence, I would want it to basically make a utopia. I'm tired of us just living in this constant state of, you know, war, strife, and people getting taken advantage of. I'm tired of it. You know, I've lived in this kind of situation my entire life, and honestly, it's so boring. There is nothing good about this. It's just as though, you know, it's as though people were stealing from each other legally, although I doubt it's actually legal, but it feels like that's what they're trying to do. I wasn't watching my shovel's durability, was I? Oh boy, I need to make more iron shovels. I would skip enchanting them, but the enchantments do go a very, very long way. On top of that, I do actually need to return to base anyways. Therefore, perfect timing, I guess. Let's use our minecart to travel on back. Eat our cooked cod along the way. Yeah. My laptop is definitely going to be taking a decent while to get fixed, because if it does have a loose hard drive, then I will need to get that secured. Otherwise, I will basically need to clamp that device in place and just basically make sure the laptop itself never moves, because otherwise it's just going to keep crashing with blue screen of death, and then, you know, I worry about whether or not it's actually arcing inside of the laptop, which could be bad. That could be very bad, very unhealthy if that's the case. Could be actually a potential fire hazard. Fortunately, the floors here are made using clay tiles, so I'm not too worried about a fire, but I am worried about, you know, the laptop catching fire. That is a valid worry, valid concern. Is this thing still... Oops. Yep. It's currently 6. This is still able to harvest some ore, or process some more. So I shall hurry up and throw some iron in here before it runs out of fuel. Does it manage to successfully smelt it? It does. Cool. 1 full stack of iron, 1 golden nugget. Deposit the fortune pickaxe. open up my inventory here. Craft a bunch of blocks of iron. Deposit the blocks of iron. Deposit the gold nugget. Deposit the iron. I will need to visit the above ground farm section in order to properly deposit some of these other items. There we are. Okay. Gravel. Nope, no gravel. Stone. Wrong one. Plenty of stone. Where are we on stone anyway? Are we over here yet? No. And then grass. I have so much grass. They suffocated themselves. Well, isn't that awkward? For grass... Oh, wow. I have a lot of grass. Okay. Now I have the inventory space available for me to go over here, and then open up my inventory, and just craft some diorite and andesite, polished, obviously. Now, I want to deposit the coal ore. I don't need to deposit the coal just yet. I will go ahead and swim up here. There we go. Now we're at the surface farms. Yeah, it is amazing just how far you have to go in order to make that U-turn, isn't it? Neat. Managed to get a second stack of gunpowder. Wait. Is this where I store the arrows? No. Is this where I store the arrows? No. That's the hay. Those are crops on the other ones. Specifically, sugarcane, carrots, potatoes. I think that was potatoes. Let me see. Yeah, that was proper. Yeah, I have a lot of materials. I have been playing for almost 300 hours after all. Again, if anyone wants to take the time to just go through the playlist that is linked in the earlier episodes, then you could just count up all of the hours that I've played and tell me in the comments below just how many hours that is. Remember to make sure you note which episode this is before you start counting, or at the very least open the playlist in a new tab and read it over there. Right, I almost forgot. I wanted to transport this material The slime goes down, but the spider eyes don't. Spider eyes go all the way over here. Let me go ahead and use this bed. This is why I have extra beds. I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of beds all over the place because, you know, time passes and this place is big. It's that simple. I shall put the spider eyes over here. And now I want to see if I can locate where I stored those arrows. I know there's a spot somewhere around here that I stored arrows, and I cannot remember where. But my storage is just kind of all over the place. A lot of it is, you know, temporary storage, basically. Okay, let's see, was it here that I stored the arrows? No, but it is here that I stored the rails. Oh, that's right, I stored the arrows with the bow. Yeah, see? There it is. Now, I am good to go on the arrows. I have deposited the slime. Now I can just kind of hop in the minecart and take off. I really do need a faster way for me to minecart all the way up there. Is faster than me going all this way only to turn around, go up this ramp, and then turn around again, go all the way out there again, and then finally head out to the Iron Golem farm. I should be able to just head out to the Iron Golem farm, but that would require installing a whole new rail line, and that kind of defeats the purpose of setting up this rail line in the first place. Like, the purpose of this rail line is specifically to connect the village to the Iron Golem farm. However, I want to make sure that the that the progress is made fully on the Iron Golem farm before I go, running at full speed to bring a bunch of villagers here. I could start building the containment cells for the villagers. That is a perfectly valid option, actually. Not a half bad idea, but at the same time, I kind of still want to have that nice view of the Iron Golem farm from the spawn base. I want to be able to spawn in, look over, and just see the Iron Golem farm. I don't want to have to, jump over some hills to be able to observe it from the distance, because that just doesn't sound very nice. I'm trying to make this entire build utilizing renewable resources such as smooth stone, cobblestone. I'm not using cobblestone or stone in this build other than, beneath the smooth stone. But the exposed part is smooth stone. Oh, that's what I forgot. I knew I forgot something. Bloop. I forgot to enchant the shovel. Fortunately, it's got Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 3, but because it only has Unbreaking 3, it's going to sometimes drop flint. I don't want it dropping a bunch of flint at the moment because I don't have a massive storage section for flint. I have a massive storage section for gravel, but no storage silos for flint yet. I just kind of have the one double chest for flint. Therefore, I want to get an iron silk touch shovel. If I can get more than one with efficiency 5, that would be preferable. The amount of stutter that has been occurring has been much smaller, thanks to the much smaller render distance. But I'm not entirely sure that it's entirely linked to render distance. Either way, I still need to enchant all of these shovels. Let's get some lapis. Get a stack of lapis there. A little more than a stack, but whatever. First up, Fortune 2. No thank you. Next up, just Unbreaking 3. No thank you. I already have Unbreaking 3. What about you? Another Unbreaking 3. Well, looks like I am sending 3 shovels through the grindstone. I'll actually leave this one. I'll leave this one. Because I can merge that with another one for a proper silk touch shovel. Ah, there's the silk touch. I was wondering when it was going to show up. Now, I can take that. Actually, let me merge these. And then let me grab some iron, because apparently I need another anvil up in here. Make a stack of iron. Or half a stack, I guess. Oh, there's the rest of the iron. I suppose I should put that flint away, huh? Yeah, this used to be where the gravel was stored if you're new here. Additionally, if you're new here, you really should consider hitting that subscribe button because it helps me, helps the channel, tells YouTube that this is the kind of video content that you really kind of enjoy watching a little bit. You know, I understand that you might not have been looking for this channel, but, you know, I do good work. I try. I put in good effort. Okay, so that's that shovel. Now I need more iron shovels for when that one breaks. And in addition to that, I just kind of need more shovels in general for when I need to repair it. Okay. That appears to be good. Let's just put that there for now. I can actually deposit the andesite right here. There we go. Shovel. Silk Touch, Keeper. Silk Touch, Keeper. Fortune. Not a keeper, but what else we got? We'll get some more experience. What do we got? And not a keeper. Again. I mean, it's efficiency 4. It's not Silk Touch, but it's not Fortune either. And breaking's not exactly something all that amazing, but it's worth a try. Yeah, that's a Fortune one. That's also a Fortune one. Silk Touch. Fortune. Okay, well, that was a good attempt. Fortune. Efficiency 3. Fortune. And Fortune. Oh, I don't have nearly enough experience with this. There we go. Now let's flick that switch so it doesn't run out of materials to smelt. Ooh, Silk Touch. Cool. Fortune, but a good fortune. Ooh. Efficiency 4 without Silk Touch or Fortune. It's a fortune, but let's see what kind of fortune. I need to refill the stone on these. This hopper's looking a little low. It's a decent fortune. Another decent fortune. And then I want that. And then Silk Touch, efficiency 5. Okay, I now have 5 maxed out shovels. I have used up pretty much all of my experience here. I managed to get to level 30 on the first try with this furnace from level 7. Therefore, I am getting a decent quantity of experience here. I do need to refill the stone in this thing. On top of that, I need to make sure I put the various materials back into it. Let me go ahead and flick the switch again so that it's flowing normally. And then I need to run over here, pick up some stone, and then basically run back and fill up the hopper. I'm just going to grab like a row and change of stone in order to make sure I definitely have more than enough. Never noticed that about the void fog before. Every time you open a menu, it kind of resets the void fog render distance. Never noticed before. Weird. Okay, oops, ran right into that cactus. That actually reminds me, how's my armor looking? My chest plate could use an upgrade. Let's see what we got here. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting right off the bat. Yeah, just projectile protection 4. That's not gonna work. Let's try that again. Thorns, maybe. Do I want thorns? I suppose I'll take the thorns. But I'm keeping the protection. Protection 3, thorns 2. There we go. Now I can put away the lapis. And then I just want to make a bunch of shovels and, well, I guess I don't really want the shovels, but I will make sure that I have 5 extra shovels for a total of 10 shovels prepared. Worst comes to worst, I'll just end up using them. Whilst here, I can go ahead with using the fortune pickaxe on these 2 coal ore. Figured whilst I was at it, I might as well. And now I retrieve the minecart from the barrel. Make sure the other barrel is empty proper. Okay. For the most part, I'm just wandering around with the looting out because, looting, you know. Anyways, as you may well have noticed, my base is looking rather advanced here. It's still kind of basic, even after 300 hours, but then again, A, I am solo. B, yeah, see, going full speed, they can't stop me. Spiders can't stop me, zombies can't stop me, creepers can't stop me, because I'm just going too fast. They can't stop me. However, if a monster is near the bed, that can stop me. Therefore, catch! So close, he almost managed to shoot me. Wow, that bow was almost completely destroyed. Boop! Nailed him. Headshot. Make sure there are no creepers trying to kill me. Oops, didn't want to jump in here. Speaking of creepers trying to kill me, ooh, I get to practice my archery on these llamas, because these specific llamas never freaking despawn. They have a tendency to just stick around forever. Additionally, that illager is going to be a problem. I need to aim up a little more. Okay, well, ooh, that's closer. Not quite, though. Too far. Got him. I ended up shooting and he ran over there to check it out, and it's like, you dunce. There is the possibility that he's in unloaded chunks, but I'm decently sure that what's actually happened is he may have despawned. First, I want to gather the gunpowder, the experience, the various weapons and bones and arrows from the nearby mobs that had died. I definitely want the experience because that's helping my pickaxe repair itself. Then if I head over here, will I find... Oh! He did die. Okay. He didn't drop anything, apparently. But he did die. I suppose that's good. I'm going to take some damage doing this jump. Whee! And there we go. I can now finish digging out this trench with a proper shovel this time. Oh. When was that dropped? Oh my. Are there any others I missed? No, doesn't look like it. Oh, right. 1.5 is the regen level. Okay. I now have plenty of material for going through... Oh, no, wait. This is the wrong barrel. Wrong location for these shovels. I have a barrel over here for storing shovels. Right next to the anvil, right next to the bed. Because if I'm using the bed, I'm obviously not using the anvil. If I'm using the anvil, I'm obviously not using the bed. So simple, I know. That's the beauty of that logic. I never checked what that wandering trader had for sale. Suppose I should go check what he's got for sale. Do 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 do. What do you got? You have sea pickles, cactus, moss blocks, red sand, and pumpkins, and a bucket of tropical fish. The sea pickles are tempting. They are very tempting. However, no. I think I'm good. Therefore, bon voyage. No, he lived. Wow. Surprising. Good for him, though. You know, falling off a cliff is painful. Therefore, I'm surprised that he was able to survive such a height. Then again, it was only about 2 hearts of damage. Still, it is a pretty far fall. Yeah, 1.5 heart of damage. Sorry, not 2, but 1.5. 3 points of damage, I believe, is what it's referenced as. I can go ahead and organize this just a little bit better. Okay.